guys, how's it going? This is just to help you guys do the Airworthiness Directive 77-1907, I believe it is, for the elevator control and the control yoke Airworthiness Directive. So if you read the Airworthiness Directive, the sketch on there is kind of crappy. I'm trying to get a new one, but a clearer one for everybody. But long story short, you've got two things to do. One is your control yokes on either side is checking for cracks in different areas. Now the way it is written, it is visual. They say visual and dye penetrant or mag particle. So that would be for the steel yokes themselves. For the mag particle, they're steel weldments. So it's not just look at it, it's look at it, and they also want you to do dye pen. The trouble with dye pen is it kind of sucks. It works kind of once, okay, but again, that's something you're going to have to sort out what the best way of doing it is. If you use dye penetrant and you don't get an indication, you met the intent of the AD. The other thing is the elevator control down on the bottom under the cockpit. So this is the one out of our aircraft. We sent it out for NDI. The way this is set up is these are steel fittings. This is a weldment, bushing and a weldment, and I believe this is a steel tube. Yep, it's a steel tube. We got taper pins. Two taper pins hold the arm to the tube, and then on the end fittings, these are two taper pins on each crossed up. So these are not bolts, they're taper pins. They're supposed to be taper pins. Yours just doesn't have it. That ain't right. So that's a big thing. Now the deal is this is magnesium. This arm part is magnesium. Magnesium is brittle. So what they're having happen, and this goes back to 1977, is they're getting cracks coming out of the taper pin area. So when you bring the taper pins in, you torque them up, you ream it properly, you put them in, you're going to get a lot of hoop stress there. And what happens is on ours, we ended up with a breakout. I'll show you the picture on that. So you end up getting a breakout. That's what we ended up with ours. No problem. So we had another aircraft in the area. We thought, okay, it was at a salvage yard. We figured that aircraft was actually flying, and it was just kind of disassembled from flying state. So we harvested that part out. We thought, great. When we pulled it out, this was a flying aircraft, and it had a dye penetrant, like a dye check, an indication coming from the taper pin also. So now I've got two of these that are junk. So that's kind of tough. Bad news. Good news is Shelly up at Southwestern Aero, she's got these things. She's got the magnesium part. This is covered in peralketone. Peralketone or whatever. And the part number is 187504. She has them. We're going to get this one machined, and I believe this is a Brown & Sharp number 5 taper. Mike up in Tulsa checked that out for me, so we're pretty sure that's what it is. So we're going to have to get some reamers and get up with a machine shop to get this set up. Another thing I'm thinking of, and comment below if it's something you guys might be interested in. What I'm looking at doing is possibly taking one of these as a test article, but making a new machine part, hog this out, thicken up the web areas, thicken up the shoulder areas and all that, but make it out of billet aluminum, so it's going to be stronger, and again, where we can do a part by similarity, but show it to have better material allowables. So that's something we're looking at doing to maybe that could be a future state. So if the 18 community is something that you guys think is worthwhile, I would think that this would be a forever fix. If we really beef it up, it should not crack at all. These, yes, these do crack. It's actually, this is kind of a benign crack. It cracked here. We've got 3 other areas. Actually, this might be cracking too. This one might be junk. But anyway, we've got to fix ours. So that's 77-1907. Most importantly, check your parts out. Make sure your stuff is good. And it's best if you can. It's not too hard to take this out of the aircraft. It takes about a half hour to unbolt the 4 bolts, undo the cables, turnbuckles, and put it back in. So that is something that we highly recommend. Again, for the short term, there are still some parts available. This was, I think, about $800. So that's kind of sporty. Anyway, that's what's going on. 77-1907. Do it. Be safe. Get those beaches flying, and HangaRatz out.